Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton and today I'm joined by Melanie Miller.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm going good. You're a camera guy just like me.
Yes.
You're a camera girl.
Yes.
You're out there in the field taking video, shooting clips, interviewing celebs.
Yes.
Amazing.
Amazing yourself. I learned from the best, you.
Oh,
You're the one that taught me.
Stop it, Melanie.
Yes.
That is actually facts, but stop it. Stop it still. We got you on the show because the second story we're going to do is we're going to talk about an interview you did yesterday with Kevin Costner's tenant.
Yes.
It's an interesting story because apparently he confronted the tenant over potentially sleeping or being too friendly with the ex-wife.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that. Off the top, though, we're going to talk about the missing submarine and hope fading over there. And finally, we're going to talk about Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk legitimately might have a fight, a cage fight. They're beefing online, and we're going to talk about that.
I think we should get all the billionaires on this.
Oh, yeah. Billionaire cage match. Everyone.
The battle of the billionaires.
I like that. Warren Buffett in there throwing hands.
Oh, Dana White?
Oh, is Dana White a billionaire?
No, I mean, just he probably with the UFC eventually, but I feel like he should head it. Like,
okay.
get
Wow.
UFC on board.
I like that. Next time you see Dana White out and about in town, you can ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, off the top. So hope is fading for the 5 missing people on board the Titan, the submersible that went down to look at the Titanic shipwreck. You know, what started with 96 hours of emergency oxygen left when the passengers embarked on their voyage on Sunday. By 7 a.m., all breathable today. By 7 a.m. today, all breathable air would have been sucked up by the passengers on board. So that's why hope is really fading for these 5 on board.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're just attached to the story because we all are obsessed with the Titanic and it's something we all probably would want to see. And we understand why they'd want to go down there, but it's obviously insane.
It is. I mean, it's scarier being down there than being in outer space. You know what I mean? Like, it feels more confronting to... I don't even know why you'd want to go down in the first place, to be honest. It doesn't seem like that much fun. But, it's really sad that, these people who are going on a bit of a tourist fun, it was like a vanity trip. They didn't have to, it ends like this is just, it's just horrific.
Yeah.
The son or the stepson of the billionaire is also still beefing with people online in the midst of all of this.
I think it's outrageous. He really feels like he's using this all for clout and is just a privileged idiot that took an opportunity for his stepdad dying to rise to fame.
Yeah, I mean, he went to the Blink-182 concert in the midst of this saying, oh, look, I know this is a bad look, but, this is what my family would want me to do. He went to the Blink-182. He went, he's been flirting with an OnlyFans model.
Sitting on her face.
Yeah, he talked about how yes, please, he replied. Oh, he retweeted her. He said, yes, please. It's just, dude, your dad's dying.
Yeah.
And now he's taken to Twitter yet again, and he's posted a selfie video tagging Blink-182. So let's have a listen to what he had to say.
I can't go out to the ocean. I have a legal situation keeping me here as well. I can't get on a flight. I don't have a passport. There's nothing I can do for the situation at all. So that's the truth.
All right, this guy's...
I hate him.
A weird sort of dude.
I think it's he's just not aware and very rich and has never had to deal with real life problems.
He's just totally tone deaf.
Deaf.
And after we covered it yesterday on the show, Cardi B, saying, dude, chill, stop posting, stop going to a Blink-182 concert when your dad's dying. He replied to Cardi B saying, what a POS trashy celeb, Cardi B trying to get clout off me and my family suffering. I went to a Blink-182 concert for coping rather than sitting at home and watching the news. Shame on you. Cardi, get some class.
I think it's that's what he should be telling himself.
It is so unbelievable that he would be doing this at a time like this, and he's since deleted his Twitter account.
He should,
which is a good move.
Yeah,
because as we say, chances are minuscule, if not less than. It doesn't look good for his stepdad.
Well, they said, right, so at 7:08 they've run out of air. That was almost more than 3 hours ago. So
I mean, it's happened. There are different techniques you can do to preserve the oxygen, like lying there very still and trying not to breathe.
They've absolutely panicked at some point.
Got to.
Because they realize they're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I feel like that would be, doing that is one of the worst ways to die, because it's like, it's coming. There's nothing you can do.
Oh.
And you just have to sit and wait it out. Like, that must be horrifying.
It is the plot of a horror movie.
Number one worst way to die.
It'd have to be having that long to think about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as bad as it sounds, hopefully like they're under that deep pressure. Hopefully something just leaked in and the whole thing imploded.
Goes quick.
Because then you barely have time to even realize what's happening.
Yeah.
This way where you go, we got 78 hours, we got 48 hours, we got 24, whatever.
But that happened. They're just counting the seconds, lying there, waiting.
In the darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it just sounds, I can't even...
I know, and a lot of people online are saying, like, it's just like the Titanic clearly wants to be left alone. Like, it does seem weird to go to a site and a tourist destination for a horrific tragedy. Like, it does seem like this, we should not be doing this.
Yeah, why do you want to go and look at this old ship, which is got all gross stuff all over it, and it's just so how many people died on the Titanic? A lot. I probably should have found that out before this. A lot.
A lot.
And so why do you want to go and rubberneck at it? And then that's why this story captivated so many people, because it's about the Titanic. It's about this timeline of people running out of air.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were saying, why didn't we talk about there are immigrants, like hundreds of immigrants who died on that ship that, a couple days ago. And we didn't talk about that the same.
And there weren't anybody, we didn't have everybody rushing out, getting rescue crews left and right it's just the billionaires that get all the...
Totally. But I mean, I think it's because it's just a fascinating, head scratching, like the stepson in it too. Like, just the story's just so peculiar, and we don't have the answers yet. Yeah. I'm sure we'll find out a lot of those answers.
Do you think we won't see any more tourists going down to the Titanic after this? What do you think will happen?
I think people will go back down there.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
As early as next week?
Well, I mean, if there's a way that a company's making money out of it and can sell you on the fact that this one's safe, then sure. Why not? I mean, I'm not sure how much competition there is around that, but
to watch someone horrifically die and then be like, give it a shot.
Yeah, but do people still do sort of like death-defying sort of? People are into those adrenaline junkie type. Yes, someone did die doing what I'm doing. That's why I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it won't be me.
It won't be me. Oh, people will be back out there next year. The story and the movie, The Titanic, with Leonardo DiCaprio, is too popular.
I watch it once a month.
This might actually encourage more people to go out and see the Titanic, because it's brought the Titanic back to focus.
It's going to do the opposite.
It might, unfortunately, but yeah, very, very sad story. Another big rescue that's been dominating headlines is the Colombian children who survived a plane crash in the Amazon. We covered actually this story in a TMZ documentary that's coming out tonight. TMZ investigates the miracle children of the Amazon. It's super interesting. It's on Fox at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll definitely check that out.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
On to our next story. You were out in Ventura yesterday.
Yes.
And you spotted the tenant who used to live at Kevin Costner and his ex-wife's place in Carpinteria near Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
You spoke to him because there are sort of allegations or rumors out there that he got confronted by Kevin Costner for allegedly sleeping with his ex-wife, or it was assumed that maybe this quite handsome young man had a role to play in this messy divorce.
Correct.
So you saw him out yesterday.
So I saw him out yesterday. Like you said, the article said basically that Kevin Costner went up and accused him of sleeping with his wife. So I obviously straight out asked him, did you sleep with his wife? He said, no, absolutely not. Never happened. I'm a friendly guy.
Let's listen to your interview now, because we got a clip from it.
What happened with your tenancy at the Costners? Why did you leave?
Just, had to move on.
There's a story out there that's saying that Kevin confronted you about hooking up with Christine. Did you?
No, absolutely not.
You never did?
Absolutely not.
No.
He's a really good guy, and I have no problem with him whatsoever.
Are you guys friends now?
No, I mean, I just was a tenant. I just had a tenant-landlord relationship, so yeah.
But you've never hooked up with her?
Absolutely not.
But you guys were friendly?
You know, I'm a nice guy. I try to be friendly to everybody, so yeah.
It was just nothing more than friendly neighbors.
There's nothing there.
So how much of what he's saying do you believe? Do you think that maybe he overstepped the mark? Do you believe that Kevin Costner, confronted him or not? Like, having met him and went through this, what do you believe is the truth?
So I actually did ask him whether Kevin Costner confronted him or not, and he wouldn't tell me. He said, I'm not going to comment.
Okay.
So I absolutely believe Kevin did confront him.
He's a young, good-looking guy who's living adjacent to where the family home was, apparently spending a fair bit of time with the ex.
While Kevin Costner's off filming Yellowstone and she has nothing else to do.
Okay, there might not be fire, but that's a little bit of smoke.
That's a lot of smoke. I think it's embers.
Embers even?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, like, I saw this guy in person yesterday.
Uh-huh.
He's tall, his muscles. He is very attractive. So whether or not he wanted to sleep with her, I don't know. I guarantee she wanted to sleep with him.
Yeah, because you did.
Yes. I saw him. I walked out and go, hello.
Wow.
Woo!
Could hardly conduct the interview, huh?
Yeah, I was breathless for a reason.
Right. Wow. Well, I mean, it's a very interesting story anyway, this Kevin Costner ex-wife, because it's just like the messiest thing ever. She wants nearly $250,000 a month in child support, which, I mean, I'm not here to judge if that's too much or too little because they live a lot more extravagant lives than me or you. And so maybe to live, the kids can't go from like their $100 million house, like living in luxury with Kevin, and then you got to spend the weekend with mum and live in like a crappy apartment. You've got to like go from one to the other, and it got to be kind of seamless.
It doesn't really happen like that with regular people. That just happens with celebrities.
Oh, really?
Yes. I went from a big house during the week to spending a tiny apartment, sleeping on the couch during the weekends with my dad. So it's just a celebrity problem. Really.
Shout out to Mr. Miller if you're listening. Wow. So this is such an interesting turn to this story, though.
Yeah.
Do you think that Kevin's going to come out and say
no?
Do you believe that they slept together or not? Like, obviously, we don't know.
I don't know if they slept together. I feel like there's a good chance they did. I feel like they were definitely flirty. It sounds like they were hanging out all the time, and I feel like I have a hard time believing it didn't happen, but he's saying it didn't. So I guess.
Right.
You have to take him on his word.
And now you kind of, did you get his number after the interaction? Maybe you can be the next wrinkle to this story, Melanie.
Oh, I'd love that. No, he hopped in the car right away.
Ah, damn. Okay.
But,
better luck next time.
Yeah.
But well done on that clip.
Thank you.
I always love it when my, camera girl in arms gets like a massive clip, goes all around the world. Very proud.
What am I, your protege?
Protege. Does that make me your mentor?
Yes, you are my mentor.
Wow.
I spent a lot of time on the phone with you mentoring me out of
various crises.
It's a hard job.
It can be quite a hard job.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, and I hope I'm not responsible for your mistakes then as well if I'm your mentor.
No.
No mistakes ever happen anyway. Our final story is two of the richest guys, most powerful guys in the world seem like they're gonna fight. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are going back and forth on social media. Mark's like doing it on his platforms and Elon's doing it on his platforms that he owns, Twitter and like Facebook and Instagram and stuff. It seems to have started their beef because Facebook Meta is coming up with a rival to Twitter. Apparently it's going to be called like Threads. Or something to do with Threads, and there's going to be it's going to be big competition. You're going to be there's a thought that you're going to be able to transport your followers from Facebook or Instagram and move them onto this new platform where it's all about text. And
so you don't have to start over.
So you don't have to start over from zero followers, because that's the big thing keeping Twitter, the biggest one, because that's where all your followers are.
Right.
So. They've been going back and forth, and now it seems like they might do a cage fight in Vegas.
I love it.
That's what Elon Musk wants to do it in a Vegas octagon. He said, if this is for real, I'll do it. I'm sure I'm sure Earth can't wait to be exclusively under Zuckerberg's thumb with no other options. He says, like, talking about Zuckerberg's power.
I think this is the coolest thing ever. I think that Zuckerberg is going to wipe the floor with Musk.
He would.
But I also feel like it is interesting because Elon Musk is a bit of a, if I would, cockroach. And I feel like they find their way to worm out of situations. And I do feel like at the last minute, we could see like Elon Musk kind of take him down.
I don't think Elon will go through with this.
Why?
Because A, I think he'd lose, and B, he owns like public companies. So if he was really embarrassed and shown he was like weak or he did something that didn't reflect well on him, the stock prices of his companies would plummet.
But I think he's also a troll, and I think that he doesn't care that much, and he'd rather like pick at people. And like you saw what he did with Tesla, Dogecoin, Twitter. He bought it for $44 billion that wasn't worth it. He doesn't care.
Yeah. There's a thought that he's all ego, less sort of like foresight. But
I bet he'll start training for this.
He could. He should.
I'm pumped to see this.
It'd be the biggest pay-per-view fight ever. Between these two nerds.
Yeah.
But Elon said that he doesn't even work out. Like, personally, he doesn't work out. Where we've seen Mark Zuckerberg is like a master jiu-jitsu like student. Like, we saw him, he placed in a jiu-jitsu tournament with other fighters recently. He is like, we see Zuckerberg doing all sorts of, you know, those nerds that are really strong nerds? Like, there's some really strong nerds out there who do like endurance running or they do like this martial arts.
Yeah.
He's one of them. And he's like, I wouldn't back myself definitely in a fight against him, let alone Elon.
Doesn't Elon feel a little bit like Jake Paul? Like, nobody thinks he's that serious.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, maybe Elon is. I'd love to see the fight.
I guarantee he'll drop whatever he's doing and spend the next however long till this match training and come out and
it'd be
whatever
very. I would pay like $49.99 for it on some fight channel.
Would you?
Maybe not, but I'd probably try to stream it for free somewhere.
Go to a bar.
Yeah, go to a bar, watch the clips the next day.
Yeah.
I would be pretty moderately interested.
Okay.
Moderately interested in this fight. Would you go and cover it for TMZ? Would you fly out to Vegas,
Fly
cover
me
it?
out, Harvey. I'm down.
You'll wait outside the stadium?
Absolutely. Are you kidding? I want to get in the stadium.
You'd probably try and work your way in?
Yes.
Wow.
I want to see it. It would be so good. I'm pumped on this.
Yeah, I would like to see you there too, like covering the fight for TMZ.
Yeah. Zuckerberg, how'd you feel after the first round?
Okay, good. You're in there in the ring. You're getting special comments during the rounds. I like this.
Musk in the corner, like, trying to wipe the snot off his face.
Wow, now we're getting some commentary.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me here today, Melanie.
Thank you for having me, Charlie.
Congrats on the monster clip.
Thanks for your help with it.
No worries at all. We'll catch you guys here tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.